Hey, Salty here. It's been a while, but I'm finally back with the release of the new set, Behemoth of Sphera, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Hopefully I am. Uh, and the first brew I decided to work on was around this card here that they spoiled, Lord Mayor Horat. When one of your other units readies, it gets +1/+1 and you gain 1 armor. For some reason, the first deck I decided to try to make around with this was a Creation token deck. Don't ask me why I did that. All I can say is it did not go well. And I decided to do Cambrai next because my main thought was endurance. Because here's the thing about when you're ready. Usually your train of thought is when a unit attacks, it readies on the start of your next turn. But here's the thing about endurance. It readies on your opponent's turn. So let's say you attack with a unit with endurance and you have Lord Mayor Horat on the field. And then at the start of their turn, you get the bonus right away. It gets a +1/+1 and you get 1 armor. And that's usually great if you have flyers with endurance. And thankfully, there's at least 2 endurance flyers in Expedition. West of the Trail, or West on the Trail, sorry if I don't read these properly. I have a weird way of reading. And Endangered Kirin, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. These are good to play on turn 2, and then hopefully on turn 4, you would play Horat here. But at the same time, I can't be picky what other units with endurance I would put in the deck, because there's not that many decent, as well cheap endurance units to pick for in Expedition. Because like I have these cheapos here, but then I have nothing for 3, or at least 3 of values. So I decided to do Cambrai Adapt here, so +1 max power, and you get a Time Sigil or Justice. For some reason, my train of thought with Dune Phantom here was, on your opponent's turn, if for some reason you have Lord Mayor out and they attack you, you can play this as a blocker, so then it gets exhausted and then it gets ready on your turn. And then you get at least a +1/+7 at the start of your turn. And originally for this guy here, this was originally the 4 cost, 1 attack, 4 health, flying, endurance, and lifesteal, but that card was too slow and too weak. Sure, I play it, but it might not even survive long enough as a blocker. But at least if you play this guy here on turn 4, you get a 5/5 who can still be used as a blocker, and if it's late game, you might be able to play another one. But the card that did the most damage out of all of them was this stupid OP mother fudger here, Sky Splitter, which also has endurance, but the main effect here, Hunt 3. So if you're lucky enough, for 4 costs, you get a 7/6. That is broken. I am sorry, but that is bloody broken. I hate Hunt as a mechanic, and I'm trying to focus on brews that barely focus using on the Hunt cards, because I am not a big fan of Mill. Even though some of my most popular decks are Mill, and decks I did enjoy, even though I sort of did enjoy playing Mill, doesn't mean I enjoy facing Mill. I think it's stupid that you get to mill 3 of my cards, and then you get a benefit from them, which is either a +1/+1, or depending how many power you got discarded, you get a coin or whatever that gives you +X power, equals, how many power that was discarded through Hunt. And also, what is the point of Warcraft, not Warcraft, sorry about that, Warcry and Scout anymore if they're making a whole set about Hunt? They should have done not the top cards, but the bottom card of your deck. I don't know why they didn't do it like that, but I don't know. I'm just rambling on at this point. This card, though, it is fun to use, and it's just perfect in this deck because it has endurance, and then I can attack next turn, and then it can get even stronger. And let's say if it's already a bloody 7/6, or I guess worse or best case scenario, a 5. Sorry, I'm doing math. 5/4. I guess even a 6/5. Yeah. But here's another thing that I was thinking to myself though with Lord Mayor Horat. How do I keep this mother fudger alive? Because here's the thing about Expedition. There's barely any give Aegis cards. Like, barely anything. Besides this fancy new kill card here. Kill a unit with 5 and can give your units Aegis. But here's the nice thing about this card. You could still use its second ability. You don't have to wait to have the kill a 5 cost, then give one of your units Aegis. If there's no 5 cost unit on the field, you can still choose a unit to give Aegis. And Spectral Armor, which doesn't give a unit Aegis, but it prevents all damage that your units take that turn and negates all spells being played directly on them. Right? And then another issue I could have in this deck is I never get to play Lord Mayor Horad. I might never draw him, so I had to put in cards to help increase my chances of drawing him, like Brian Insight. You know, draw a eunuch or relic from the top 4 cards of your deck, discard the rest. But that can also be bad because it might discard another Horad or any of these cards to keep Horad alive. And a card I prefer using the most, though, is this new card here, Tending the Hive. Draw a unit and a power from the top 5 of your cards of your deck, put the rest in the bottom. Because not only you get to pick a unit, you get some more power too, right? And for relics, of course, you have to put in the Rift Crystals because, you know, to get as much influence as possible. And this fudger costs like 3 times, and I might not always have 3 times, so you would want to get the times, right? And Mystic Shackle for some more kills, right? I probably could have put in Slays or whatever they're called. Not Slays, the other version of this where, you know, where it kills 4 or more. But I just decided against it because this can kill anything and silence it. And it's good against certain cards where it's immune from dying, because unless you silence it, like that Sentinel, the weaker Heart of the Vault, I don't remember the name of it. So yeah, and I decided to also play around with the Times delivery, because Times has a few decent cards, like Display of Realities, which I would mainly use for its 3rd effect here to kill all relics on the enemy player. In this together, because let's say if I have a decent field, I can at least make them mill a few cards and get a +1/+1 if I'm lucky. Originally I tried using this card in my Creation Token deck, but the funny thing is I never got to draw it because I craft 4 copies. But that's not really a waste of stones because I have a crap load of stones. Ancient Lore, you know, to try to draw more cards. Hive Queen Uther. I would mainly use this card if I want to start getting life because its secondary effect is really strong. When I was playing around with my Creation Token deck, this was like one of the main cards I put in it. And when you have it on the field, you just gain life like crazy. I feel like they should nerf this card in the sense where the first card you played or the first power you spent, you gain that much. I don't know. That's just my opinion anyways. And finally, Strike Formation to give my units killer. So I would want to use it if I have multiple Lord Horads, so I can start making them buff each other out. And I can make them attack the weaker stuff instead of being forced to block something that might kill it, you know? All in all, this deck is very simple and fun to play. I'm probably going to keep playing it on the ladder. If I get to gold, that would be interesting. Or even masters, but I feel like this deck could probably get me to gold or diamond. Masters, we'll have to see. Because it's a new set and everyone's playing around with it anyways. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Enough chit chat, let's just get on with the clips, shall we? I'll keep it. Keep it.
Winds protect me.
Oh, I would have gotten 2. That's a shame. Oh, I could have been scouting this whole time. I don't read these things, do I? So then when my turn starts, I get 1 armor that gets buffed.
Diligence. You'll never. No fair.
Okay, that was not a bad first attempt.
You myself.
Going second. I just literally said I'm not going to take a risk drawing my hand, but... Oh, that's an expedition? Or did I stumble on the throne?
I'll do my best.
Diligence.
I'll do my best. I will find you.
Probably has an ambush. No.
Swords, sharpened. Diligence
Your
Your sword.
your
Your sword.
your Are you entertained?
Yeah, it's a shame, but we're fine.
Your
Your sword.
You're coming. Can't escape.
Oh, so okay, now we know. Having the flying would have been nice to keep, but
This will make me rich.
Keep to the alleys.
let's hope he doesn't have another kill exhaust, but you know, I'm taking a risk.
It can't be.
Shouldn't have blocked with the other one, but you know, I was being.
Get your bones here.
Now, are you going to play on a creature or on your guy? It might be smarter to do it on your guy.
As Lord Star requests.
I wonder if just to be safe I should give this thing Aegis. Oh boy. I think that's game. This could have gone much better if I just wasn't so aggressive. Oh well. I think I can take one more hit.
Fresh bones. Get your bones here. I will find you. We'll do it again.
Yeah, that's it. Ooh. Lesson learned. Yeah, I can't keep this hand because I don't have 2 justice to play that guy. Oh, that sucks. So is this that same guy with the gain a lot of power and hunt? I don't get when people like play a card but they don't end their turn. They gotta make me wait.
I will find you.
Yeah, it's the same guy again. This will be a long match.
Your Zivarin. It's not written anywhere. The past is It's not written anywhere. Zivarin. I will find you. Zapir.
Man, I might just cut these out. I don't think these. I'm ever gonna use these.
It can't be. Can't.
I'm buried in there.
Zapir.
You mean like were these sets not that the cards weren't that big? For anything besides Hunt, I guess anything that wasn't Hunt was Lackluster. Motherfucker, he made me discard that bug. Motherfucker. But we're fine. We're fine. Weird, wonder why I can't play another one. Who knows?
Your
Like, there's a bunch of decent cards in this set, but I guess, like I said before, it's lacking lustering. Ah, eh. Most of my units have endurance. Good, we won again. Well, if this survives, I have scouts, so probably better to do that.
Do it again.
I will find you. Your Zivarin.
No, I shouldn't have done that, but I was just curious.
Your
The people are with me. The people are with me. The people are with the people are with me.
maintaining your peace. Do things right again.
Warren.
As Lord Starcraft requests, dinner.
Fresh bones. Get your bones here. Swindled again.
The people are with me.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be the last clip for this. Bro, I'm gonna now start playing with throne cards, or throne format or whatever, and start playing around the other cards too. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.